Come and join me for a ride on a rainy Sunday. I haven't had my bike out all week, and I'm outside a famous local Toronto guy. Once I say the name, I'll say it later on in the video, you'll know who it is. And this house is for sale. So if you're interested in buying a $6 million plus house, I got the property for you. So I checked out a couple other houses in the neighborhood, and I'm gonna let you know how much they're listing for and approximately how long they've been on the market for, and who's buying these luxury homes or who's not buying these luxury homes. So stick around, check out my ride today, and I got some interesting information, especially on this house here. I swear, every time I even think about bringing my bike out, and it's the first time I brought it out this week, it's Sunday in Toronto, gale force winds, freezing rain. So anyhow, I'm just on a short ride today, but I just wanted to come up here and go over a couple things up on North Drive again. A very affluent neighborhood in Toronto, more specifically Etobicoke. I'm just going to point out a couple of houses and actually a lot that's up for sale. So this lot here is for sale, and it's just off of Royal York. It's just east of Royal York at the start, or I think it's at the start or at the end of North Drive. I don't know what number it is, but it's all, as you can see, it's all boarded off. Now behind this plywood fence, there is a steel beam constructed, the start of a steel beam constructed home, and all the steel beams are wrapped so they don't get rusty. And it's been like this for quite some time. I don't know exactly how long this lot has been like this for sale, but whoever originally owned the lot, maybe they still do own it, they stopped construction for whatever reason on a steel I-beam constructed house. Now obviously it's a big property, and it's you know, it's an expensive property. I'll see if I can find the price on this when I edit the video, but it's going to be in the millions of dollars. Now I'm just going to leave the camera running. So this is part of North Drive that isn't quite as affluent. Well, maybe that's a bad choice of words. It's still, you know, multi-million dollar homes. So it's that one's for sale, the lot. I guess you could either tear down the I-beam construction, or maybe it comes with the original plans for the house and you can complete it the way it was intended with your touches. But anyhow, like these houses, I'm just gonna go back here. And these houses, as far as I know, aren't for sale, but this is 80 North Drive. And, you know, obviously it's a nice gated property. And down here is 76. So look at the long driveway, beautiful house tucked back in there. You know, one of my favorite areas in the whole city. And it's familiar to me because I grew up with it. Got a ravine down here. Now that ravine, it'll come into play up here. The ravine to my right, it is past, I didn't show you. But for the few people that have watched my videos in the past, they're familiar with North Drive. And if you live in Toronto and the West End and familiar with this part of Etobicoke, you're very familiar with North Drive. Just going through it relatively fast today. Got some security here checking on the house. Probably when people are out of the country, they have a security company come look at their properties. And also a lot of these houses, or some of these houses, are probably corporate owned. They're owned by people that don't live in this country, and they have to have maintenance people check on property managers and security. So this house here is for sale, and this is 43 North Drive. I'll find the price of that house, put it up on the screen. 43 North Drive. So how many houses are for sale on this street? And I thought this house was for sale as well. I thought this one was, I'm pretty sure this was up for sale just recently, and I think the asking price was 7.8 million. But I could be wrong. That's 33 North Drive. Now this house here, 25 North Drive, is for sale, and that house is listed for $14,995,000. So just shy of 15 million. And now that house has been up for a long time for sale, and I think when I originally seen the original listing, it was around 17 million, just shy of like 16 million and change. So this is a much better look of this house being constructed here. The one that I was told was 30 million. This is the nicest view I've had of it. So the house starts over here and it goes all the way over there, and it's, you know, got several different peaks, and it goes way back onto the ravine lot. I was told it was 22,000 square feet by a neighbor that lives in this neighborhood. Is obviously a wealthy person, or a person of means as well, because anywhere around here the houses are expensive. I'm going to show you a house that you're going to know the person who owns it for sure, or who owns it, I should say. So yeah, this house is like, it looks like a castle. So could this house be 30 million? Well, yesterday I did a quick AI search of what a 22,000 square foot house would sell for in this area of Etobicoke. I didn't say North Drive in the AI search, and it came back between I think it was 8.2 million and 26.7 million, depending on the finishes in the house, obviously, right? You know, if you're putting in gold toilets, you know, the price goes up. So is it possible this house is $30 million? Yes, it is. I think it is possible. But now, I don't know who owns this house. I did some search on it, and I'm thinking it's a prominent realtor owns this house. I'm thinking, obviously a very prominent realtor. So now, if you were to try to sell this house, how long would it be on the market for? Like, who would buy this house? And if indeed you did have $30 million into it, what would you get for it in today's market? That house over there, that one for 15 million, that's been on the market for a very long time. Now I'm going to go down the hill here. I'm going to go down the hill, and I'm going to show you a house that you are definitely, if you live in Toronto, or you're especially a hockey fan, you're going to know the name I'm going to associate with this house. Yeah, that house that is showed you, that 22,000 square foot house. I've gone over, I'll put the other video that I did on it in this video as well at the end. You can link to it. Okay, so this house directly in front of us, right there, it's for sale. I'm just gonna wait till the car goes by here. It's a bit of a busy stretch. This is Edenbridge Drive. The owner of this house is Mitch Marner of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he currently plays for the Vegas Golden Knights. So this house has been on the market now, if you look at this listing, it's been on the market for 55 days. Now I think it's been on the market longer than that. I think it's been taken off and put back up. I think it's been on the market longer than 55 days. But if you go online and look at that house on the inside of Mitch's house, it's a beautiful house. So today's Sunday in Toronto. If you watch any highlights, or if you're following Mitchell Marner, he gave up the overtime winner last night in the Vegas Anaheim game. He was behind the net, and I believe it was on a 3-on-3, and he coughed up the puck right in front of his own net, and an Anaheim Duck got the puck and scored the overtime winner. So Mitch Marner gives the puck away, but he's not giving this house away. This house is going for 6.2 million. I went online, I looked at all the pictures of it. Very nice house. Like, it's a nice place. So you would think, the listing's been up for 55 days, so it says. I think it's been up longer than that. And people that come look at the house or know anything about the house are going to know are going to know it's Mitch Marner's house. So you think that would have a little, you know, if you're a hockey fan, you think that would even maybe help you sell the house, but no, it's not. So I'm going to go up here a little bit too. It's another monster house being built here on Edenbridge. This is a huge, huge house. Or hold on a second here, let me back that up. I thought that was one entire house. No, okay. So 217 Edenbridge Drive it's still a nice house, and 219 besides very nice as well. Now right up ahead of me to the right is Mayor Rob Ford, deceased Mayor Rob Ford's old house. Him and his wife and his, I believe he had 2 kids lived here, but it's a tear down. They tore it down, and I haven't been by to look at the progress. Oh, a little while, but yeah, it's a nice looking house. Very nice looking house. So this is the old property, like I said, of former Toronto councillor and mayor Rob Ford, and brother of current Ontario Premier Doug Ford. And yeah, it's a nice looking house. I wouldn't want, well, I'm going to get into that. I wouldn't want it on this street, but I'm going to get into that in 1 second. I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to give you my closing statements. City of Toronto Works Yard. Gates are wide open, but I think they work on Sundays now, a lot of the city employees. I think it's a 24/7 operation. Okay, so in this video I just do a short little loop of an affluent neighborhood with a few houses for sale, and the price of the real estate is very, very high. You know, I've never been a man of any sort of wealth, that's for sure. And you know, I grew up in a poor family. Most of my friends grew up poor. You know, we didn't lack the necessities of life. I never did. Some of my friends might have, but I never did. But I never had any extra, and if I wanted anything extra, I had to go get a job and go work for it. And you know, if I wanted a nice pair of, you know, anything, jeans, shoes, I couldn't go to my parents and say, give me $100 for a pair of Adidas Top 10s or Stan Smiths or, you know, anything like that. Jordans. Not that I ever had a pair of Jordans. I never wanted a pair. Not that I dislike Michael Jordan. Best basketball player of all time. But yeah, so I had to go out and earn it. Now, getting back to that $30 million house, getting back to Mitch Marner's house, just down the street here for $6.2 million. This house that's being built on Rob Ford's old property, that's got to be $5 million house, you would think. And the vacant lot up on North Drive, the other house on North Drive, I believe is around $7.8 million. And they're staying on the market for a long time. The Baby Point area, I noticed a lot of houses on the market there for a long time. We know that the real estate market it's crashing, and I don't think there's any other word for it. It's crashing. Prices of real estate are plummeting. Now, if I had $30 million, just say I win the Lotto Max, say it's $50 million, I win the Lotto Max. I can assure you that I will not be living in Toronto, number one. Number two, I would take that money and I'd build a fortified bunker, probably in the state of Maine. In the state of Maine, bordering New Brunswick. I'd want to have a Canadian house on New Brunswick in a forested area, and I'd want to have my more secure compound in a forested area in Maine. I've been to Maine, the state of Maine. I love the state of Maine. I love its ruggedness. And anyhow, in a fantasy world, that would be my setup at this point in my life, because I know where things are going. Now, the way Canada is going, based under the Liberals and under Mark Carney now, he's a coup d'etat guy. It's going to you know, it's a full tyrannical communist system. He's gonna bankrupt the country. He's now talking about the Canadian pension plan, using that as investment money. And a great percentage of the population in this country, especially in the major liberal hellhole cities, are hardcore socialists, but even more so communist. Now, the elbows up crowd, the boomers, the white people like me and our older people, they are selling out their kids and their grandkids' future for their own misguided thoughts. And so I just think they are not educated enough to actually understand what they are actually doing to the country and what they've done to the future of this country. The young people that were indoctrinated through the system, their kids and their grandchildren that have been indoctrinated in our education system and through media and through every other bombardment that has been placed on Canadian citizens for the last 30 years, they have no hope. There's no hope. There's no hope of them ever owning a home in Toronto. There's no hope of them even possibly even owning a condo. To rent a one-bedroom condo in Toronto is like $2,500 for a dog crate, 400 square feet, and you're stacked on top of people, and you're surrounded by people that have drug addictions, mental health issues, and it's not a good way to live. So a socialist country, or even a communist country, is more appealing to those people because there is no hope. They might as well just get everything for free, get everything the government, the little bit that the government can give them, and try to eke out an existence. Now then you have the other people, the angry anarchists, the Antifa type people, that they want the rich people that own these $30 million houses, and the houses in this area. They want those people to lose their wealth so it can be distributed to them. Take all their wealth that they have and put it into a giant socialist kitty and disperse it amongst them, because they can't wrap their heads around capitalism, can't wrap their heads around it, and they want people to be at their level, which is destitute and no hope, and that's where this country is going. It's gonna turn out like Venezuela, like Cuba. All the wealth is going to be stripped from this country. It's going to be put into the ruling class wealth bank, their futures, their children's future, and the rest of us are going to be in a very bad way. I've touched on it before with what happened in Venezuela. Indigo Traveler. Look that guy up. He's on YouTube, and he's a world traveler, and he did I think maybe a 5-part YouTube series on Venezuela, and he goes through the cities, he goes in the mountains, and I'll tell you, I seen that about 6-7 years ago, and it friggin' woke me up. And that's gonna wrap up this video. You got any comments, or you want to add anything to the video, put it in the comment section and I'll get back to you. I'm heading home. It's starting to rain. No, not so bad. I'm not made of sugar. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday wherever you are in the world. Bye.